You are a truth teller. The Bible says the truth teller speaks of truthful and righteous things, and the false prophets speak of the deceitful things, and that many people rashly speak with cutting words like a sword. The truth teller, the ultimate truth teller, is Jesus. No matter what he endured, he couldn't tell anything but the truth. As a truth teller, you're going to be met with a lot of resistance. It's a heavy, heavy spiritual skill to have. It has many gifts. The truth teller is somebody who can see, who sees. You see people. Oftentimes you see them in their highest possible light, surrounded by all of their spiritual gifts and blessings that have yet to arrive. You can walk into any situation, negotiation, any circumstance, and you will discern the truth. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of distraction around that. There's a lot of masks that go up when you enter a room. You know, when you hear them say, when she walks in the room, the whole energy shifts. Yeah, that's my life. The energy shifts whenever I enter into anything. And it's because, as I'm just learning, as God's revealing my harvest, my gifts, it's because I am a truth teller. A truth teller is somebody who speaks upon the reality of the situation, directly, truthfully, and with integrity. So it only makes sense when you walk in a room or into any situation, the masks, the armor, the boots, the jackets, the sunglasses, everything's going on. And it isn't just people who have ill motives. It's people who just haven't awakened to that layer of their authenticity yet. And everybody in between. The spirit in you as a truth teller is revealing the truth, the gifts, the lies, the deception, the distraction in every single situation and person that you encounter. Now, we all have masks. You know, I personally have a great one for like, look, I am doing fabulous, and I could be like, not okay. Or I'm perfect, I don't make mistakes. What do you mean? I was raised in perfectionism. Mistakes were punished, so here's my mask. We all wear masks, and they are useful. It's the intention with which we use our masks. They have spiritual purpose and meaning. Regardless, you are going to make people's masks fall onto the ground in front of their feet and crumble. And if they're lucky, they may have 40 or 50 more stacked up behind there hanging on by a thread. I've personally experienced seeing multiple masks fall to the ground and break in seconds without anything needed from me, just my mere presence of standing there. And then all of a sudden the person's naked, their face is naked. I could see the possession that's going on inside of them. You will reveal the highest potential in people because you see it. And in this last season, and stepping into this new season, God is revealing to me some of my gifts. And this is one of them. And He's showing me that just as important as it is to be a truth teller and to have that sight, that line of sight on the truth, to see people in their highest light, to see the truth of any situation, it's equally as important to see the demons, the demonic spirits, the ill motives, the lack of honesty. I mean, you know, even holy people and spiritual people preaching false doctrine. preachers and pastors who you could rely on blindly also, maybe unintentionally speaking false doctrine. All of those are important, but it's a well-rounded skill of seeing both sides. I've lived my life mostly just seeing the highest potential in people. That was just the line of sight I had. And in my career, I've been in very big leadership positions, owned my own businesses and things like that. So I would think it my calling then to bring them up to that level of the potential that I see in them. And I did this very well. I mean, very well. So well that the people that I stepped in to do that for took the credit for it themselves. They say a really good leader develops and changes people to their highest potential, and that person thinks it was their doing. That is the mark of a good leader. And I will tell you, however, they went kicking and screaming, some refusing to be pulled up to that standard and that potential that I could see. I was actually blind to the darkness, the 3D reality of their behaviors and patterns, their limitations, what they couldn't see or acknowledge. They're just stuck somewhere in the middle, not reaching up and not dealing with what's below either. And it has made my journey so challenging and heartbreaking. And God is showing me in this season, no, this is a skill, this is a gift. I've been using you, and now it's time for you to recognize that you have more a balanced view. You don't accept people just based on their potential. It's like dating with potential, marrying into potential. You don't know if that's ever going to materialize. And if you give them what they want, why would they try to reach that potential if it's something that would just serve you? Not everybody's out here trying to reach their potential. The truth teller carries a heavy burden. It's a lonely path. Not a well-liked path by others. The people that revealed masks in me, shadow work in me, my demons, if you will, I resented them terribly for it. It took many, many years until I arrived at the fruit of that difficult interaction or that revelation before I could look back and appreciate those people. By then, the relationship is typically long gone. Know that you're not alone. There is a lot of truth tellers out there. Ask God for the fullness of that spiritual gift, for that awareness, how to harness it, how to use it, how to sharpen it, how to use it for your discernment, most importantly.